Hey everyone, welcome to the reading. I'm going to do a crime reading today and we're going to see what needs to be exposed. Keep in mind it's general, okay? It could be past, present, future. You will know best where this fits in the story, how it fits, and if it resonates at all, okay? Some parts may resonate, others may not. That's normal. That means it just might be for someone else, okay? So let's see. What is the crime that you want to expose today here? There's a question. I don't know what the question is, but I can tell that there's a question. And someone needs an answer. That's my download. Someone has a question and they need an answer. So what's the answer, Archangel Gabriel? What's the answer, Archangel Gabriel? Let's see what's going on, guys. Knight of Cups in reverse. The Magician. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Lots of young energy. I mean, the Knights are typically like, if you wanted to like take it as the suits, you could say it's like around your 30s, right? Your 30s, your 40s. A lot of Knights. We have the Knight of Wands, and then we have it like this. Look, this is how it came out. Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse. In the middle, we have the Magician. So for some weird reason, the way that's coming out, I feel like it's people. That's all I'm picking up so far. We have water sign, earth sign, fire sign. And then the Magician in the middle. So let's see, what is it? And the other interesting thing about the way it came out is that it's like the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, they're both looking in different directions, right? It's like they're looking like they're opposing. Like they have their back turned to each other. This is so interesting. I feel like there's a message in that as well, but let's see what this is. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse? The Three of Pentacles and Justice. So yeah, three people. Three of Pentacles, three people. And that's what this is. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. And Justice. Multiple people working together here for victory and success. Justice is giving me something legal. I mean, it is the crime hour, so this could even be like three government agencies, like three branches of government, three branches of something, three departments, three different offices. It's also giving me something like that, working together for victory and success. What's the Magician? The Ace of Wands. The Seven of Wands. This is a lot of fire and the Star. I don't want the commercial. Go away. So the Magician and the Star. That's definitely some sort of a manifestation or some sort of a wish. Okay, what's the Knight of Pentacles reverse? The Sun in reverse and the Seven of Cups. Wait a minute, where'd my song go? I'm sorry. I was listening to a song and it just disappeared. Okay, never mind, whatever. The Sun in reverse and the Seven of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. Some sort of confusion or an illusion. Somebody's trying to stop the truth from coming out or stop the truth from being seen about something that was given to someone. Something that someone gave to someone, somebody received. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Swords. This has to do with people, and it's giving me a lot of people. For some reason, a lot of people. What is this? Marriage. Marriage. A married couple. A wealthy man in reverse. And someone that is greedy, someone that is shallow, materialistic. What is this that's being communicated here? Knight of Swords. A married couple. Something about choices, someone's choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. So a married couple, or someone that's married, communicated something about someone's choices in love and in life. But why is the Knight of Cups in reverse here? Playing a card, take a chance, risk, being strategic. I mean, a Knight of Cups in reverse can even be someone that's like emotionally manipulative. This could be emotional abuse, unrequited love, somebody that is emotionally imbalanced, someone that is not caring. They don't have an open heart. They don't have an open ear. They don't care. Somebody's hand of cards. Okay. Why is justice here? A great fortune. This has something to do with a great fortune, sudden wealth, a lot of people working together, and money, a lot of money, and a gift. Receiving a gift of great fortune. A mature woman received money to work together for victory and success. Yeah, to work together, toil and labor. Bunch of people working together. The Hermit, the Truth, Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. This is the answer. This is the truth about somebody looking for answers, somebody searching for answers. Okay. What's the Magician? The Three of Wands. This has to do with somebody's plans to manipulate. Nine of Cups in reverse. What's that? Not enough in reverse. This is somebody that overestimated themselves. This is someone that's very, very sure of themselves. They could have a big ego. They could be very prideful or come across as being very, why does this one keep going to commercial, man? I mean, there's some, I don't like those meditation videos that have the commercials every 5 minutes, because like, what's the point of meditating, right? If you get interrupted every 5 minutes, but whatever, I seem to pick one of those. So what's a Nine of Cups in reverse? Addiction. Addiction. So Nine of Cups in reverse could have something to do with substances, drugs. Yeah, somebody, a married couple came in and communicated something about someone's choices, the choices that someone makes. This was their hand of cards. Maybe they wanted someone to be rejected. They wanted you to be rejected. Maybe that's what the Knight of Cups in reverse is. Because they were planning something here with drugs, maybe addiction. This is a lot of people working together. Okay, so yeah, your choices, huh? All right, what's the Ace of Wands? Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so someone tried to get you stuck. Someone took some sort of action hoping to get you stuck. Five of Wands. They wanted to create conflict, or this has something to do with an argument, a fight, or somebody that just wants to be competitive, okay? They just want to fight with you. What's the Hanged Man in reverse? Imprisonment. So someone here is trying to get you stuck. Maybe even legally, okay? An official person. What's the Seven of Wands? A wealthy man. This has to do with a wealthy man that's trying to... a wealthy man. A mature man. That's trying to defend themselves here. Planning something with substances. Okay. What's the Knight of Pentacles reverse? Privileged lady in reverse. Why do I feel like... Are these separate people? Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Are these two separate people? High Priestess. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because what my intuition was telling me just now is that this is what somebody came in and said about you. This is something that they said about you. They could have said that you struggle with emotional balance, so maybe they called you mentally ill. They could have said that you have like emotional outbursts, or you're someone that's heartless. You have some sort of mood swings, maybe even. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is someone that's lazy, not hardworking, makes bad financial decisions, not disciplined, not practical. So this is some sort of a discreditation campaign. If that's even a word. This is a campaign, it's a smear campaign, basically. Someone came in to say something about the choices that you make. Okay. Yeah, what's the Sun in reverse? A Queen of Cups in reverse. Depression. This has something to do with emotional balance. This has something to do with your emotions, your emotional state. Someone really could have said that you struggle with things like depression, emotional balance. That's what the Sun in reverse is as well. The Strength. Yeah, what's the Sun in reverse? Hammer, sabotage, meeting and conversing with a friend. Meeting and conversing with a friend, repetitively, working on it, persistently. Meeting and conversing with a friend, repetitively, persistently. That is interesting. What does that mean? What's the Seven of Cups? That's the truth about you meeting and conversing with someone on a regular basis, maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly, something that you do repetitively. When you meet and converse with someone, or you talk to someone about your depression or some sort of sadness, or, I mean, what is that? Why is that here? Meeting and conversing repetitively. The Chariot, something about a Cancer maybe? The Strength in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Something about success, business, money. But Strength in reverse again is like someone that's weak, like you've lost your strength, or you feel weak, or you feel like you can't carry on. What is this? Something about a choice, something about your choices, or a plan, or taking a step into a new direction, or something about moving forward, your plans, or a choice, your choices, a choice that you've made about what? Death in reverse, not ending something. not going through a transformation, not wanting to end something. 6 of Pentacles. Some sort of money, giving and receiving money, equal give and take. Justice in reverse. Something being illegal, something being corrupt and illegal. Help me understand this better. What is this? Something about work, possibly. Despair. What is justice reversed? A main male. Or maybe this is not you taking a step, making a choice to move forward, refusing to end something when it comes to receiving money for something. That's illegal. A main male. Okay. Change. A thief is concerned. Something about talking to someone repetitively, meeting and conversing repetitively. What am I missing here? Something about heartbreak and pain. 6 of Swords. What someone is trying to leave behind. Or, I mean, what else this could be is like, maybe it's not meeting and conversing with a friend. Maybe this is about actual coffee, okay? Maybe this is actual, like, drinks and food. I don't know. Like, that comes out a lot, right? People persistently trying to put stuff in your food or in your drinks persistently, repetitively. I mean, the middle part seems to be about some sort of drug. So it could be that they didn't want to stop doing something here because of something that they said in the past about the choices that you make. Oh, that's what it could be as well. Because there is a married couple here that communicated something about your choices. So let's say someone came forward and claimed that you're a drug addict, okay? And you're not. So then what they plan, or because they plan, look, right? First, some sort of a married couple comes in, right? Communicates something about your choices, claims you to be a drug addict because they're planning to get you stuck and then blame it on an addiction. But since you're not addicted to drugs, and this is all part of a bigger setup here of maybe even taking you out, okay? What they end up having to do is repetitively, persistently, over and over again, try to give it to you in various forms of food and drink, right? That's what they're trying to get away with, trying to harm you, possibly. I mean, it could be that as well. Anything else we're missing here? A married couple. Lying. A married couple. Someone is lying here. And now they're being exposed. 5 of Swords in reverse. They can't, again with the Page of Cups in reverse. 4 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Oops, that one flight. 7 of Wands. So someone is trying to figure out how they're going to defend themselves here. Page of Cups in reverse. They could have said something about your emotional state of being. Like something about your emotions. Something about your character. That's definitely here as well. Like trying to make you out to be someone that's emotionally imbalanced. You're emotionally immature. You're, I don't know, a diva or spoiled or something like that. What's the Page of Cups in reverse? Or something about you being rejected. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Sadness, sadness, again, sadness. It's a lot about like trying to claim that you are depressed or you suffer from depression or sadness or some sort of like emotional, I don't know, some sort of a emotional imbalance here. Many options in reverse, decisions in reverse. but now they're out of options. Something about decisions. Okay, so let's just see what this is. Let's see where this is going. Okay, tell me more about this married couple here and what they've communicated. About the choices you make. Canada, a lawyer. So a married couple goes to a lawyer and communicates something about the choices that you make. Sexting, fraud, police, and K. Police. So a married couple goes to the police. Sexting, fraud, police, and K. Lawyer. With a lawyer, audit, and a friend. Because of a friend, or they have a friend with the police, or a friend that's a lawyer, or witchcraft, attack. Witchcraft, attack. Or maybe it's cards. Maybe this is tarot. They could have also said something about tarot. Maybe they tried to say that you're like mentally ill because you do tarot. Man, I love that one. I always love it when that comes out. Okay, so something about cards as well, maybe. Maybe they said that some sort of texting. Maybe it's not sexting, maybe it's texting. So maybe they brought in some sort of screenshots, text messages, or whatever. That's what they love doing, right? Screenshots, okay. About you being, you doing tarot, okay, I don't know. Or maybe it's because someone called the police because of tarot cards. Bank account, jail or prison. Negotiation, choice, foreclosure, and a husband. Okay, yeah, husband, a married couple, and a husband made the choice to go to the police and say something about your choices because they want to, because of jail or prison, bank account. Attacked you for being a witch, attacked you for doing tarot, maybe. Witness. So they came forward as a witness, right? A married couple and a husband decided to go to the police as witnesses to what exactly, huh? To a crime with a gift or present. Why are they coming forward as witnesses to a crime with a gift or a present? Why the frick are these people? Who are they and why are they involved? And why are they coming forward as witnesses? Huh? The fuck? Who do they think they are? So this has something to do with calling the police. I'm assuming that's what it is. Calling the police. Maybe you called the police. Maybe someone here called the police because of a gift or present. And this could have something to do with tarot. Tarot cards. Why are they coming forward as witnesses? That's weird. Okay. To call you a... Yes. Yes. Oh, that's what this is about, okay? M. Yes, M. S-A. What? MC? Coerced, custody, tax evasion, coerced custody, SC, M, SC. Z, abuse, food or drinks. Someone here, I really honestly, I feel like you called the police in a situation. I feel like it was you. You called the police. And someone here that's a third party, CZM, then decided to come forward as a witness, husband, married couple, to like counteract what you had reported to the police. Or maybe they witnessed it. Like I said, maybe they witnessed the police come to your house. Maybe they were a witness to it in the sense that while the police was in your house with you talking about a crime that you were reporting, this person was a witness standing out in the hallway listening. Okay, or standing outside seeing that the cop car was in front of your apartment or house or whatever. A truck driver. Possessed by a demon, and then somebody informed informed someone else about this transaction. Food or drinks, gift or present. I feel like that's why the police was called. And in order to counteract, so look, I feel like you called the police. You called the police. Bank account. I feel like you called the police. Someone in the collective called the police, reported a crime, reported something that happened to you with a gift or present, with food or drinks, gift or present, maybe even with something with tarot. And there was a witness. There was someone that saw this. They either saw the cop car outside, like I said, they saw the cop car outside coming to your house, or they were standing in the hallway and listening. Okay, with their ear to the door, trying to figure out what's going on. They might have contacted someone and let them know that the police was at your house, or they found out somehow. C, S-A. C-S-A. What the fuck is that? It was SC. It was SC, and this person warned someone. This person's name has the letters S-C-A. That's their name. C-C-S-S. SC warned this person. Warned someone else. Protected by angels. Warned them that the police had just come to your house, or that you just called the police. Counterfeit. SC, I cannot make it up. I can't make it up. Look, child support. Counterfeit. CC. SC, wire. Because of a wiretap, or because they had wires, or they were listening with some sort of wires that they had placed around your home. Or because they were wiretapping your phone. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, money laundering. IP, text messages. Yeah, this person was reading your text messages. Yeah, I feel like someone's house here was definitely wiretapped, okay? Wi-Fi, wire, PI, which could be a wiretap. Again, text messages. Yeah, this person was reading your text messages. They were watching your internet connections. They were definitely tapped or hacked into someone's phone. I cannot make it up. Yeah, they were. Fucking weirdo. This is a narcissist who's a creep and a stalker as well. Creep. A fucking weirdo is that, really? Yes, is a narcissist. Okay, so when this person found out through wiretapping, hacking, stalking, spying, ridiculous, that the cops had been to your house, they warned someone. K, lawsuit. K, lawsuit. Z. Yes. Yes. Lawsuit. KZ. This could be letters in someone's name. Okay. Yes. Lawsuit. Or they got freaked out. Maybe they got freaked out. Whoever this creep, stalker, perv is here. Because he called the police. Warning. They're possessed by a demon, a truck driver. They warned a truck driver. Yes, they warned the truck driver. Or they warned a driver here that the cops had just been at your house. And that's when they got freaked out about the bank account because you reported someone. Okay, so they warned the truck driver and, okay, so yeah, they saw the cops. They found out through hacking, spying, stalking, watching, wiretapping, illegally surveilling and recording you in your home, apparently. Okay, and then what? Gang member, metadata, MX, gang member, metadata, MX, social media corrupt, and they were corrupt because of social media or stalker. Yeah, stalker. This fucking stalker here. That's when they came in and tried to say something about you being mentally ill. That's when you're and this as well. M and X. G, vacation, money. The answer is that they had an agreement. The answer is they had an agreement to project something onto someone here with a phone. Projecting something with a phone. They were projecting your phone. Like I said, like screen mirroring, phone mirroring. I don't know if that's what that is. Phone call comes out. Support N. Support N. Something on a phone. Projecting something on a phone. Phone call. Phone. Support N. Stalker. Mental illness. A lawsuit. Warning. They got a... Warning K, lawsuit, truck driver. It comes out again. I cannot make it up. They warned a truck driver because of an ongoing lawsuit. They called someone on the phone. So basically somebody was in agreement here to stalk you. And then whenever you called the cops, and the cops came by after vacation, or yeah, something about a vacation. They warned someone here that the cops had been by your house, okay? Warning, they gave them a warning. Why is that important? Why is that important that they warned them? Because of food or drinks, because of a transaction with food or drinks. Because you told the cops about this. Because you told the cops about this. Because when you called the police and reported something that had happened to you, something to do with tarot cards, something about food and drinks, you reported them. You reported the people that you alleged or assumed tried to poison you. They warned the gang member. Because you reported this, that's why. That's the answer. That's the answer. And I went into the reading saying, there's a question, someone needs an answer, that's the answer. Because you called the police, because you reported to the police that somebody had tried to poison you, or you think that someone was trying to give you some sort of a substance, or you think that something was laced that was either sent to your house or given to you, and you reported a bunch of people to the cops. But how did this person? Because they were listening. Because they were listening. Because someone here was stalking you and they were listening. They either were wiretapping your house, or they were standing in the hallway, or they were outside. They were listening to what you were saying, and they heard. They must have heard somehow that you reported several people to the police. X, C, gang member. Gang member, X. Custody, jail or prison. Trying to take someone into custody. Trying to get someone taken into custody, jail or prison. Forgery, pharmacy. Forgery, pharmacy, custody. Security camera. SC, again, security camera, SC. Something that happened at a real estate property, E and L. Yeah, something that happened at your home, EL. Could be letters in someone's name. I'm not even kidding. Somebody wired your house. I feel like there was some sort of wiretapping going on in the home. I don't know how they did it. But they were listening to you. That is fucking weird. That is really fucking weird. And highly illegal. Highly, highly illegal. Wiretapping, yeah. D. Hospital. Disguise. And a confession. A disguised confession. A confession disguise. Pharmaceutical drugs. Some sort of pharmaceutical drugs in a hospital? Confession. What is that? Landlord. Protected by angels. Something about your house, landlord. Hospital, pharmaceutical drugs. That's why someone tried to say something or come up with some sort of a lie that you got pharmaceutical drugs from the hospital. C, hacking. camera, surveillance. Yo, I cannot. Either this is SC, again, those letters, SC, 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 SC. Camera surveillance. Wiretapping. Hacking. SCH. Laced. What is hospital pharmaceutical drug? Spell work and a bribe. Somebody got a bribe. Somebody got a bribe. A ring or jewelry, text messages, money laundering. Someone got a bribe. A ring or jewelry, text messages. Gift or present, crime. It all ties back to this. It all ties back to this. When you called the police because of a gift or a present. They got a bribe with text messages. Financial crime. There was an agreement with M, lawsuit. Because they had an agreement with someone for a lawsuit. They had an agreement with someone for a lawsuit. Whoever they warned. I'm assuming the person that they warned. That they called on the phone with. Or they had an agreement to tap your phone or clone your phone. Is that what this is? A clone phone. Text messages. They had an agreement to clone someone's phone for a lawsuit. Truck driver comes out again. Witness. Money. A truck driver gave this person money to be a witness. A witness to what exactly? Besides being a fucking weirdo, okay? Canada. You. Okay. What else? UL, fentanyl, husband, UL, yeah. This could have something to do with the, I don't know, but they got freaked out. I feel like they got freaked out whenever you called the cops and you reported something to the police. And this person either heard what you were saying because they were wiretapping your house, or they were reading your text messages, or they were listening to your phone calls, or whatever the hell this is. Or they were just listening to your conversations because they had wires in your fucking house. Who knows? Who knows how far these freaks went? Because that's what they are to me, freaks. Okay? They must have gotten freaked out. They got freaked out. L. Because of an agreement. L, spell work. L comes out again. Gang member. LL. And this, fentanyl. Exposed. Pictures. Pictures exposed. They didn't want to be exposed for pictures. They didn't want to be exposed for pictures. A gang member didn't want to be exposed for pictures. Metadata. They didn't want to be exposed for the metadata in some sort of picture metadata in case of an investigation. Yeah, so I guess whenever you called the cops, the police, that was some sort of a domino for them. It was like a turning point for this group. Okay. Post box, drug test, doctor. That's when, yeah, something about a doctor. Something about a doctor, something about them trying to make it look like you're, yeah, something about drugs, addiction. Them trying to make it look like you're addicted to drugs. Like, look, if they actually lay something in the package, like you might have never found out. Let's say you get a package in the mail and it's a suspicious package from a suspicious person that you don't trust at all, okay? And you're just like, why are you sending me the shit in the mail? Okay, this could even be a package where you told someone, don't send me anything, nothing, not a letter, not a package, nothing. Okay, yes, maybe it's like birthday coming up. Don't send me shit in the mail. Don't. Maybe you called the cops and asked them to test the contents of the package because you had a really fucking weird feeling. Maybe your intuition went off. Maybe you just thought it was strange. Maybe something was screaming at you that this is a cursed package. I don't know. Something in your intuition was like, there's something here. This is weird. Why are you sending me this package? I told you not to send me anything. Why are you sending it to my house? Okay. Maybe you asked the cops to test this. Maybe you never heard back. To this day, you have no idea what happened to it. Did they just throw it away? Did they test it? Who knows, right? Who knows? But whoever it was that sent the package, okay, whoever these people are here, I guess it freaked them out that you called the cops. The gang members didn't want to be exposed. So that's when they could have tried to come up with some sort of a lie that if, like I said, if there was something on the package, and these people know about it, whoever it was that sent it to you, they know that they laced something into whatever this was, this gift, this present, okay? If they laced something into it and they know it, they could have started to panic and had to come up with some sort of a lie about like why there was some sort of like something on the package, right? Oh, no, it wasn't us that laced the package. This person is on drugs and that's why it's there. Sure. Okay. Except that you probably didn't even open it, right? You opened it and you're like, nope, 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 nope. Immediately closes. Immediately. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Child support. Yes. Geolocation. Yes. Again, the yeses that keep coming out. SCH again. Child support. T. UK. Security camera. TI. IT, TI, UK, jail or prison, E, landlord, again with the landlord, ETI, EIT, because of the landlord. Why does landlord keep coming out? Because of someone's wife, B. Wife, B. Taxes, binding, the South. Deposit, M or W. A baby and a hacker, a baby hacker. A hacker baby, okay. Wi-Fi hacker. Maybe it's not wife, maybe it's Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi hacker, landlord. Forensics. Binding and taxes. cryptocurrency, offshore account, and a catfish. So they got worried about the police, and maybe because they were trying to bind something to you, something to do with taxes, cryptocurrency, a false statement, a neighbor. So a neighbor, or whoever this stalker weirdo is, this creep, JH or H, was hired. So they hired a neighbor. The hired neighbor was hired to then make a false statement. With a married couple, marriage, about an online business, because they're the broker, they're the middleman. To give them an alibi for the poison. To give these people an alibi for the poison that was in your gift or your present, huh? Protective order. So the neighbor, the witness, the one that warned the truck driver, this is the one that came through, I guess, to create an alibi. The law. Okay. Internet, stolen, because something on the internet was stolen. Or they're just a hacker and a wiretap or illegally surveilling someone's home, okay? So the neighbor and the stalker went to the law, made a false statement to cover up and protect the people that had just sent you the package. Am I getting this right? Opportunity to be a thief. They had an opportunity. A had an opportunity to be a thief. Why? Please tell me they don't work for the police. They had a meeting. AS. Look at those letters right there. So AS. That's the sign or the message for you. That's your answer. That is AS. That decided to have a meeting with the police to ask the police about the evidence. Yes, show me the evidence. Please show me the gift or the present that someone just called the police about. Oh, you have it right here? Oh, how interesting. Well, what you don't know, police, is I'm working together with the people that sent this lethal lace package, right? So let's see how I can take care of this little issue, right? AS, huh? So tell me then, I guess that's the message, spirit. So what did AS end up doing with the police and with this package, huh? That you reported. So you called the police, and A and S, who's helping cover up and protect the criminals that warned them, goes down to the police station for the evidence, and then what? What happens then? And then he steals it, and then he steals the evidence, stolen, because of the international bank account number and an offshore account. So Mr. AS, SCH, goes and steals, C, camera, confession, goes and steals the evidence, SC, revenge, out of revenge. Look at this, again, stolen, sacral, CCC, wanted revenge because of an international bank account number. Weed, investor, internet, emails, the Middle East. Pulled in for questioning. YF. And pulled someone into questioning here. YF. Middle East. Because someone got pulled in for questioning. YF. This could be a Middle Eastern person. Pulled in for questioning. Revenge. E, debt, possessed by a demon. What did this neighbor, what did this person here do, this witness? This person went to the police. K, Canada, copycat. SA again, South America, police. I can't. I just asked it too, police. K, A, S, A, C. It's the same letters over and over and over and over and over again. A, S, C. Goes to the police, or is this person part of the police? Is this person a police officer? A, S, C. Child, C, West Coast. C, compensation, no. Game over, transfer, no. So they're not part of the police force, no. They're not a police officer. But now the game is over with a transfer. Okay. How does this person have the authority to go to the police and start asking the police questions about you calling the police? How was this person able to get information, or did he even, because something about stealing evidence. How was this person able to steal evidence? How are they able to steal evidence? The truth about this person being a fucking spy and a witness, okay? A spy, not a witness. They're a spy. That's what they are. They're a hacker, stalker, spy, and watcher. And this has something to do with the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. A King of Cups. Taking a risk here. Yes, this King of Cups. Let me guess. This is the one. Is this the stalker, huh? The Tower. Trying to get away with the fact that they're a stalker. So, tell me about this King of Cups Tower. Homeland Security, Customs. So, they thought that they had the power of attorney here. Powers of attorneys and Homeland Security on their side. Because they're an organized criminal here. And they're helping. They're helping this group with the organized crime because they feel like they have the powers of attorneys and Homeland Security on their side. And that's why they made a report about and stole something. They made a report and stole something here when it comes to an online business and some sort of debt collection. No, they collected something. I feel like they made a report to collect something, some sort of evidence. Why do I feel like they stole evidence, or they came to collect evidence because they knew other people in law, they knew people in other jurisdictions or something like that. They knew that you had called the police because of a gift or a present, because they're a stalker and a weirdo. And then they had it picked up. Crime, D, witness. And this, witness. They said they came forward as a witness to a crime. Yeah, man. Okay. Oh, overdose crime. And oh, because they're a hacker, right? Hacking. Who did they go to? Heart chakra. How did they do this? So wait a minute, is this what happened? They went then, so they found out, they're trying to cover up for the people that just sent you this package. They're all working together. And then what? They go to someone else that they know, pretend to come forward as a witness to a crime so that, yeah, something about your choices. Going to someone's talking about the choices that you make, and then what? So did the police, did some sort of a police case investigation get taken over by a different department? Did it get transferred to a different department? Did it get transferred to a different place? Because of this person's false statement. Did something get taken over so that the evidence could be taken over? That's what I'm wondering. Corruption, corrupt negotiation. So they negotiated with someone that's just as corrupt as they are, just as dirty and freaky as they are. And then what? A video, someone that's local, because they made a deal about a fake profile. Because they made a deal with a fake profile. So then something with a video. They made a deal with a fake profile video. And jurisdiction. Tracking the jurisdiction. Witchcraft. Tarot. The tarot, it's about a tarot deck, isn't it? It's about the tarot deck that got sent to you in the mail. Or it's about something. It's a gift or present that got sent to you in the mail. It's about where it went, how it managed to change jurisdictions. Yeah, it's because this witness, this SC person, A person, went to someone, reported a crime, and then this department, I feel like they took it over. They took over the evidence. That's what this feels like. S. Records. Hired. They were hired. That's the sign of the message. Okay. Dark web. V. Case files. So I feel like they got the case like taken out of these people's hands. Like if you called the police and they collected the evidence, someone made a phone call and had this case taken over and then had all the evidence taken away from the local police and put into the hands of their trusted corrupt buddies. That then what? Made everything disappear? That's kind of what this looks like, okay? That's really what it looks like. So where did it go? Where did the gift or present go when they took it over? Witness to a crime? I can't make it up. They claim that you are... That's when they came in and said that they are a witness to a crime. Witness to a crime of an attack. That was to switch jurisdictions? Coming forward as a witness to a crime and an attack was to get something to switch jurisdictions. Was it to get it to switch cities or counties or something like that so that all of the evidence gets taken from the local police? W, audit, dark web. M, organized crime, video. Organized crime video, dark web video. Dark web video, W, M. Sacral energy. Kidnapping, running away. Running away, kidnapping. Running away, kidnapping. Doctor, pictures, L. Pictures and L. Kidnapping, running away, a witness to a crime, video, neighbor, landlord. Neighbor, landlord. SC. Neighbor, landlord. Taxes. Oh, does he work? He works for some fucking government agency. I just don't know which one. L, video, organized crime, witness. Job or business, broker, binding, BBB. Dirty official. Dirty official was enraged. The dirty official, Mr. ASCH here, was enraged. R, surveillance, meeting. Had a meeting about some sort of surveillance. Had to figure out how to manipulate something. Manipulation with death. And a secret society. So then they all got together, the secret society, and had to figure out how they were going to manipulate something with death. And all to cover up the fact that you called the police. That's what they're covering up with this. That's why they did it. Is that one of the reasons why they did it? So why they started manipulating death and going to I feel like they went to a different jurisdiction. They went to someone that they know and reported a crime in order to get something from what you reported out of those people's hands and towards someone else. A, alcohol, custody, throat chakra, something they said. They made a testimony. Something that they said, a testimony. To create a chain reaction, good news, so that they would get good news. With a trade job, an electrician, agreement, they had a metadata because they had an agreement with someone that works a trade job who's a mechanic, electrician, maintenance worker, with something to do with metadata. Or they made an agreement with them to say something about drugs and to make it look like you take drugs. Right, neighbors. Neighbors. So that's why maybe your neighbors or people in your community came forward to say that you're on drugs. Because of this. Because of the fact that you called the police on this package. So that's where that started. That's where that started. That is where that started here with this mature man. Because they persistently, what I say, persistently try to put something in your food or your drink and it didn't work. And then they upgraded to trying to send it to you in a package. And you reported this to the police. You told the police this. You told the police. But all of them are just organized criminals, okay? Like, tell me, why do we have a police force? Why do we have branches of government, justice system, judicial branch, law enforcement? Why do we have it when there's a bunch of organized criminals working within the system? Can you tell me that? Really? Can someone explain that to me? Taxes, sacral energy. L. What is L? Jail or prison, geolocation. This has something to do with organized crime when it comes to taxes and some sort of sexual energy. and signatures, a forged signature, signatures, and a sex addiction. Or is it just SA again? But I don't think it is just SA. I feel like it's what they tried to say. They got compensation from this. Money or paper trail. Laced. So what? They were worried about the money or the paper trail when it comes to the laced package. The laced package? Or what? Or the money or paper trail that they were trying to lace shit into food, drinks, and packages now for months to years? B. And compensation. I. Food or drinks. Because they were trying to lace shit into your food or drinks. Was it gonna come out? Was it lacing in the package? You might to this day not have any fucking idea. But I guess it freaked them out when you called the cops on them. Because you must have reported that you think someone tried to poison you with food or drinks as well. D. They didn't want to be investigated. That's basically it. DEC. What is this? DEC. CEDK. KECD. I don't know. Or maybe that's just a name. Okay. Negotiation, debt collection, power of attorney. What is sacral energy taxes? I. IX, a husband. Phone. Yeah, so someone came forward, a husband, and something about a phone, okay? ASC. SCA, ASE, those are the letters of the day. Was bribed money. Was bribed money. For what? J, hush money. Crown chakra. Karma. Because of forgery, pharmacy, Caribbean. Dark web. Basically, they were paid hush money. They were paid a bribe. They didn't want this to come out. They were covering up for these people that they were working with. They heard everything, and then they what? They offered to help these people get rid of the problem, or what? Crime. A dirty official. A dirty official who commits crimes at their place of work. That's a little hacker bitch, okay? Oh, paying, was paid to be a hacker. Debt collection, negotiation, and then they negotiated with someone based on debt collection. Wife, or Wi-Fi. And what they did with the evidence was premeditated, okay? Text messages. What they did with the evidence was premeditated because they knew that you had just called the cops. P, phone, or it could be a phone. G, GP, PG, a divorce, sacrifice. CE, divorce, sacrifice. CE, health insurance. CE, I don't know what those letters mean. Binding. CE, EC. A doctor. W or M. Something about what they did with the evidence. So where is the evidence? What happened to it? Is it gone? Has it been burned and destroyed? In the fire. What else? They got paid money for this. Bribed a doctor, and they bribed a doctor. G, P again. Wife on a phone. Bribe doctor, wife, and a phone. GP. GP. And then something about a bribe. GP. Phone and a wife. What the fuck? A sex recording? Backfire. Backfire for a recording in a club or a bar. Club or a bar or a bra. Backfire for a sex recording and a bra. Something on a phone or something about a phone and a wife. Choice M, report E. They made this choice because of ME. They made this report because of ME, because ME is a little hacker, a hacker boy. Clothes. That's why they made the choice with the clothes. With a club or a bar or maybe even a bra. Okay, that's why they made the choice with the clothes for a sex recording. And yeah, that's why they falsified and fabricated all this. Game over. Because of receipts are AR. Receipts AR. Because of receipts AR. Because AR has receipts. Of someone being coerced, possessed by a demon, selling, crime, SC, selling coerced, SC, receipt, because someone has receipts, AR, N, because, and it has something to do with this, ARN, because ARNK has receipts, court. What do you mean they have receipts? A comes out again, a dirty official. A, and debt collection, job or business. A dirty official, A, has receipts about court, or this is also something about them getting receipts through court or through being a dirty official in court. They could be a dirty court official. That's how they got their receipts with ARK, because they're a dirty court official. They could be a dirty court official. Anything else before I close it out? Receipts of selling, coerce. There's someone that had closed. A stalker, threat, affidavit, hush money. Okay, whoever this, I feel like they're a court official. They got hush money. And they're involved with this here, somebody being a stalker or some sort of a threat of a stalker. There's receipts here with an affidavit, or they got their receipts through an affidavit, or warning. They're warning people. Yeah, this person has a corrupt heart chakra. They have a corrupt heart. They're not just corrupt, they have a corrupt heart. Their heart is corrupt. It is black. And they're warning people. They know about the receipts. They know about what is going on in the case. S knows. S is the corrupt, dirty official. He's the mole. He's the one. This one is the mole. Warrant. Undercover. He's an undercover mole and informant. Spell work. He's the one that made the gift or the present disappear. S is the one that made the gift or the present disappear. With a restraining order. With a restraining order. The Midwest. Bad news with an income garnishment. You breaking in. A break-in. A restraining order. Because of a loan. SC, again, SC, office, R. Because they broke in, breaking in, break up, not home. Because this person broke into your house when you were not home, and let me guess, wiretapped your house. Put bugs in your house, put recording devices in your house. That's so fucked up and weird, really. That is so fucked up and so fucking weird. And run. Run for your life. Run for your life. Are you in? Run. Hey, run away from this person. Yeah, backfire on the dirty official. Backfire on the dirty official. ANR. SCHU. Doctor. They're projecting something. Because they're projecting something. That's the sign or the message, because they were the ones that had this case transferred. I don't know how they did it, but there's a dirty official that had a case transferred to someone else that they know in order to get all the evidence burned and destroyed. Because they're working together with the same people that sent you that gift. They're bribed. They took money to do this. They took money to do all this. They're a dirty, corrupt person. And I feel like this reading is about how they had this case transferred. It's with them coming forward into a different county, different city, different place with different jurisdiction, and coming up with some sort of an attack, or saying that someone is a witness to a crime. That's how they got it transferred. That's how they got it, the whole thing transferred, I guess. Anything else? Something about a doctor. Or something about the letter D. Office. A doctor's office. Heart. Something about someone's heart. A doctor's office. Heart. Heart attack. Doctor's office. The Midwest. Game over. Jail or prison. Job or business. K. Game over. Stop. Game over. K. A doctor. A gang member. Rico. Yeah, this person is a gang member. They're part of this. This is a Rico case and they are a part of it. They are a gang member here. G, third eye, information. Yeah, and it has to do with some sort of, this is information for someone's third eye. It has to do with who they were working together with, which is G. Asia and health insurance. Karma, crown chakra, karma. So something about a doctor, a doctor's office, health insurance, and something they were trying to say about medical history ties in to the fact that they were trying to cover up what was most likely in the package. I'm assuming. What was in the package that you reported to the police? SB, it says DNA test, but I feel like it's a drug test, okay? So they found out. So if the police did a drug test on the contents of the package, then they found out. Then they found out. Then this SC person, ASC person, knew about the results. Z, Canada, C, A, Z. So they found out about the result of the package. Oh yeah, and they got bad news. Look at this. And they got bad news. N. Bad news. N. Undercover. N. Undercover. Somebody, this bad news because they were supposed to be undercover. This dirty official. Someone's husband. Scam. F. Transfer. Somebody pretending to be someone's husband. Somebody, a married couple. A husband. Coming in to report a crime. That was the transfer. That's what transferred the case to a different city. The scam with F. That's how they did it. S. S comes out again. Yes. 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 We're just missing the E. Yeah, because of a fake profile. They got the jurisdiction changed with the mailbox, with the mail. That's prosecutor or district attorney. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's how they changed the jurisdiction. With the mail. With the gift that you got sent in the mail. With someone coming forward as someone's husband. Reporting a crime. Because whoever this was, something about the drug test or the gift or the present. And because they're working together, all these people. That's the answer. So that's what I have for you folks. That's what I have. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.